What can you say about this group of guys you got?
Yeah, resilient. It's back-to-back weeks, down, kind of backs against the wall, late in the game like that, and guys just stepped up and made plays. Guys are resilient.
What'd you see on that touchdown pass to Miles in the corner of the end zone?
I just saw him sitting in the back, and I knew it was a tight window, and I had to let it rip. Got a little nervous when I let it go, but I was pretty excited.
Once you let it go, did you know that it was going to get to him? Or
I wasn't sure. Like I said, I got a little nervous, but once I saw him in the chest,
Was that about as hard as you thrown the pass, velocity-wise?
On the run, probably.
He got 4 passes on that last drive, Carson. What were they doing defensively to kind of allow him to get open?
You talking Miles? Is that what
Yeah. No,
Greg. Oh, you said Greg. Yeah. Gosh, can't say enough good things about Greg. For him to just keep coming up big late in the game like that. They went man covered a handful of times, and he beat his guy. He beat his guy, and he was a part of the progression, and just kept making plays, and then for him to go up and get that ball and play that big in the red zone like that to seal the deal, that was sweet.
You guys obviously don't want to keep making it this hard on yourself, or you just go for it for the dramatic. But what does it say to be able to do this back-to-back weeks about the heart of the team?
Yeah, kind of just goes back to what I said earlier. Just team's resilient. We realize our backs are against the wall just like last week. And it's do or die right now, and make or break. And guys stepped up and kept making plays. And guys, to the good, the bad, the ugly, guys just kept believing. Guys just kept believing. I had the fumble, and everybody was cheering me up and getting me going. And defense had the big stop, and we just kept believing, kept looking at each other, saying we got this and we got it done.
Carson, is Miles farther along than you anticipated 14 games into his career?
Probably. The things that we ask of him really all season, but especially once Jordan went down, it's a lot. There's a lot on his plate, especially as a rookie. He's picking up blitz protection, he's running the ball, he's catching screens, and he's routing people up and out of the backfield. And he does it all so well. And you see, game in and game out, he's a big play machine for us, and he keeps getting it done. I'm so proud of the kid.
What happened on that late game fumble?
They made a good play, and I got to protect the ball. I was trying to make a play and improvise, and I got to protect the ball.
And so as much as you say guys were cheering you up, I assume you were pretty hard on yourself there. In that time in between, what were you thinking, and did you just want a chance to get the ball back?
Yeah, I was definitely frustrated at myself. I got to protect the ball, especially given the situation we were in, put the defense in a tough spot. But, like I said, guys just kept believing. I didn't lose faith or confidence at all. I just wanted one more chance. Wanted another chance to go down, and the defense gave it to us, and we got it done.
Carson, at one point you attempted a touchdown pass in the center of the end zone in the back where Zach and JJ kind of ended up in the same area. Was that a miscommunication there on that?
I don't think so. It was they made a good play. Yeah, they made a good play, and we didn't make that one.
In that situation, is there anyone in particular who kind of you really appreciate their coming up to you?
It was really everybody. I kept going to the guys and say, hey, that's on me. We'll be better. And guys say, hey, we believe in you. We got this. And guys just kept staying upbeat and positive on the sideline, from players to coaches, the defense when I talked to those guys. So that's just the camaraderie and the bond that we have as a team, and for us to come together and keep believing in each other. That's what it's all about.
Can you describe the atmosphere? Can you describe the atmosphere out there? Because after the game celebration, you wouldn't have known you were on the road.
Yeah. It's starting to not surprise me to feel like it's a home game for us when we're on the road, just because of the way the Eagles fans travel. It's pretty cool. It's pretty special. Something we definitely don't take for granted.
The touchdown pass to Greg.
Yeah, he was part of the progression there. It was actually a similar play that we scored earlier to Zach, and so he was the first read, and they had that side covered, so it was just reset and find Greg running across the field there, and I just put it up. I knew he had to step on Josh, and then put it up and gave him a chance, and it was so sweet to see him go up and get that ball.
Greg, your guy on the final drive.
Your kind of chemistry developed. It's only been 3-4 weeks with Greg, and to have that success in that big a spot, how does that make you feel moving forward that you can trust him?
Yeah, it means a lot, for him to not just step up and make plays, but given the situation we were in, the late game drive like that, for him to keep making plays. But he's been here for a couple of years now. Obviously, he's been on the practice squad and kind of been all over, and we've seen what he can do. He was down there this summer when we were having summer workouts together. So I've been around Greg plenty, and I know what he can do and what he's capable of. And for him to do it today, it was big for him.
What made
Carson,
Greg the guy on the final drive there? What made him the target?
It just kind of the way the plays developed. You know, the ways the play developed, the way the play developed each time. He was a part of the progression, and you know they played a handful of man coverage on that drive, and he kept making plays. He kept beating his guy, getting open, and making plays. And yeah, it was pretty cool. I'm pretty proud of him.
Carson, the last 6 quarters that you guys have played offensively, the way you've won these last 2 games, is this offense in your mind about as confident or playing about as well as it has all season?
You could make that argument. I think just the way coach is calling it, and guys are just really believing in each other and rallying around each other from the run game, the passing game, and really everything. There's obviously plays that we want back every week, without a doubt. Last week in the second half and today a handful of them, but you could say our confidence is very high right now.
Carson, what has the last few weeks meant for you personally? I mean, you hadn't done it before last week all season, and now back-to-back big comeback wins and must-win games. What's it mean to you?
Yeah, it means a lot to me and really everybody. I think just to come from behind, like I said, like I talked about last week and talked about again, backs against the wall. Backs against the wall. There's a lot at stake, and to have an opportunity late game like that, to finish it off, to get it done, like I said, it means a lot to me and to this team.
You have a couple must-win games coming down the stretch. Do you feel that your week routine is more intensified during practice and walkthroughs?
We try to not change anything. I think that's one of the biggest things is try and be the same. Win, lose, draw, given whatever the circumstances are, we prepare the same. And for us, that's going to stay the same this week. We realize what week it is. We realize what's at stake, but we're going to keep our normal routine and go get it done.
And talking to us in there, Kelsey said momentum's a real thing. Is that something you believe too, and are you feeling that?
Yeah, for sure. I think, going back to the second half of last week, I think that momentum for us offensively, to kind of find a groove. It's been an interesting season for us offensively, and to start finding a rhythm and finding a groove. I think that carried over today as well.
Did you in particular lack confidence at any point this season?
I don't think so. No, I've been extremely confident in myself and the guys around me. Like I said, it's been an interesting offensive season for us, ups and downs, and just struggled finding a rhythm and being consistent for a while. But like I said earlier, I think our confidence is in a really good place.
Considering all the challenges and the ups and downs, now you sit here with a chance to play Dallas for the division title. What did you talk about that? What that means for you and this team?
Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting. Shoot, the last couple weeks, it's backs against the wall, and that doesn't change. That doesn't change. And we got Dallas coming in, and we know what that means to this city each week, regardless of the circumstances. But we also know the circumstances and what's riding on it as well. So we'll be ready and we'll be excited.
Two more questions.
On the 56-yard run, Doug said you had the option to kill it into a pass.
Yeah.
I assume the look made you want to stay with the run, but are you thinking there, like, let's try to get the first with a pass, or what's going through your mind?
Yeah, I was just trusting the call. Trusting the call. I thought we had a good look for the run, and it ended up being a little hairy, but Miles made a play, and you saw that on the other draw early in the game, and so that's what it came down to, is guys just making plays in those big moments like that, and for me it was just trusting in the play call and letting it ride.
Okay.
Thank you.